I don't suggest breaking them open and selling them individually. I guess you could if you wanted to, though.
Sure, there you go. Well, we are starting our second hour with Mike Mezak. Of course, Mike, you said you've been here over 20 years, but we've been presenting coins, and it's one of our biggest businesses here at HSN. Gosh, pretty much since the beginning of the network. You want to shop from a trusted source. We are here to help. Not only do you get conveniences you won't find out there, but we've got a return policy, so you can go ahead, bring these home. If they are not to your liking for any reason, you have the right and the ability to send them back, and that's unheard of. So let's dive into this second hour. My name is Leslie. You're watching HSN. This is your 2020 Proof 70. Take a look here. First day of issue, limited edition, out of 1,421 from the San Francisco Mint. We've got it at $219.95, and then yes, we've got the flex pay for you to make it easier to go ahead and pick it up now. But Mike, that is gorgeous. Look at that proof coin.
Well, like I said, let's kind of settle in here just for a little bit, because I am debuting this coin here today. This is the San Francisco minted. This is the San Francisco minted proof coin from 2020. Has been eagerly anticipated since January. The United States government usually releases this coin months and months and months ago. To wait until October to be able to do this coin is something that is, I mean, I think it's about as late as they've ever released the San Francisco Mint, because they don't do the special S-minted coin every year. As a matter of fact, only maybe a half a dozen times in the history of the United States Mint have they made a San Francisco minted proof American Silver Eagle. So I debuted this at 1 a.m. this morning, and if you'll just notice there, already today, through 1 a.m. through 1 minute into this presentation, okay, we have sold 500 of the coins. We have sold 500 of the coins. I am anticipating, as I speak right now, like I said, we're going to settle in here, and I'm going to sell out the entire edition, is I think what we're going to do. This is one of our famous, what I call one and dones. In other words, we air it one time, and since it's first day of issue, which is, of course, 100% exclusive to us here at HSN, you can only get Annex first day of issue right here at HSN. And so because of that, what we have got is the opportunity. Now, of course, this comes in the red oak presentation box. It's truly a spectacular coin. It's the brand new proof coin. The United States government has, raised the price fairly significantly of the proof American Silver Eagle, but here's the key to this. So this is just simply going to be, 2020 is the year. It's the year of the Silver Eagle. The United States government announced in late 2019 that they will be changing the design of the American Silver Eagle. They will be changing the design of the American Silver Eagle in 2021. Overnight, it makes the 2020 the most desirable Silver Eagle in history. It would be the 1986, but there's not enough coins. And as it comes out, the United States government cannot keep up with the demand on the 2020s. They are woefully behind in mintages. And that's the regular mint state coin, and they're still going to make 40 million coins probably. So at the end of this year, because it is such a special year, they made the West Point minted American Proof Eagle, sold it out, waited 6 months, brought it back out. It's sold out again today, the West Point minted coin. They're going to make about 350,000 of those, which is less than half the average of that. That coin we had at $259 to start the last hour in our bridge or in our flag corps. Okay, this is the brand new S minted coin. This is the one from the San Francisco Mint, and it is first day of issue. And I have 1,421 coins. Well, more specifically, I had 1,421 coins of the San Francisco proof American Silver Eagle. We are now, after one airing at 1 a.m., at 1 a.m., we have less than 1,000 coins remaining. Now, you have to understand, in our first day of issue, which is exclusive to us, Once it sells out, I can never sell it again. So this is a coin that we have eagerly anticipated for the entire year from the United States Mint. For the entire year from the United States Mint, we have eagerly anticipated this coin coming out, and I am now going to sell it in what amounts to about 12 hours of time. Okay, basically less than a half an hour on the air, all 1,421 of these. And here's the great thing when you do this. First of all, 2021 is the year of the Silver Eagle. And you're going to get the proof coin. This is going to be the rarest proof coin of the year. As a matter of fact, this may well be the rarest proof coin of any, not just West Point Mint, of all of the proof Silver Eagles made by the United States government. In their history, the annual issue, whether it be W Mint or S Mint, from 1986 to 2020, this is likely to be the rarest coin because they're already starting to make 2021s.
Right.
They made one batch of these. They're going to make one batch of these. These things are going to sell out like nobody's business. I can tell you that when the S-Mint comes out. You reserve yours now, your price you're locking in your price right here at $219.95. Even though the United States Mint has raised their price substantially because of the increase in the price of silver. Even though the 2020 American Silver Eagle has been the most popular selling Silver Eagle in the history of the United States Mint. You put all of that stuff together, do all of those things, and what you have got here is what could be the collectible, certainly, because, you know, let's face it, the burnished coin may be a little rarer at the end of the day, but the proof coins are they're the gold standard in a silver coin,
right.
if you will. They're the gold standard in silver is the proof coin. They've got those mirror finishes. It has that deep cameo, the decam that you mentioned earlier. Every other Silver Eagle that we had, I don't care if it's mint state, if it's proof, or it's whatever it is, our first day of issues are gone and sold out and already, literally today, bringing premiums in the marketplace. This is going to be our last look and last call for a 2020 annual issue American Silver Eagle. And the S-Mint at the end of the year being issued just in one little tiny tranche right now. We had to wait till October for it to come out. And here we have it for right here, right now. We're under 900 coins. We're under 900 coins, and I'm sure hundreds of people on the phone right now, like I said, looking like last call, like I said, there we go, over 620 coins. So now we're under 800 coins remaining. As you can see, people buying multiples on this. I think, once again, this is going to be a one and done. This is going to be a one and done, folks. Get it now. Because when it comes out, you know what I'm saying, this thing is going to be, it's the clarion call of the American Silver Eagle. In its last full year of issue, this is the last coin and is going to be the rarest of the proof coins. It's going to be twice as rare as the W-Minute coin. And right now, because it's my original issue price, it's less than the W-Minute coin. And it's going to be probably, I don't know, twice as rare as the West Point minted coin, which, by the way, we sold out in January, okay, the first day of issue. So the S-Mint with the bridge core that you're going to see right there, once again, first day of issue exclusive to us, bridge core exclusive to us. San Francisco Mint, now is the time. Here's the place. And like I said, and if we can we show them the Red Oak presentation box?
Oh, yes, yes. You do get the window box included.
$29.95 value, I think.
You get the window box. By the way, those presentation boxes are always customer picks, Mike, and people shop them all the time to already store, you know, maybe the coins you already own and have at home. So you do get that included today. Mike, not only is it the most beloved of the silver coins, it is the bookend coin. This is the last year with this current design. It's proof 70. It's also first day of issue. It's limited edition. It's everything you've taught me as a newbie coin collector that's valuable, that's important, that's so absolutely urgent, you know, when you're really looking to start a robust collection. $73.32 gets it home. I encourage you to place your order sooner than later because, Mike, we showed that counter. You're right, Mike. I don't know how you do it through the phone, but people are buying multiples of this one, so it won't be here too long.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, because you look at it, at the beginning of the year, we knew with the new design it would be incredibly popular with the new design in 2021. So the Mint State coin comes out, you know, our New Year's Eve Day show with our today's special, the Mint State coin.
That's
we
right.
sell 20,000 coins, okay, or whatever it is. We do that. Then we have the proof coin, and we sold 2,400 of the proof coins in first day of issue. Then we wait, and the burnished comes out a little later in the year. We've sold 10,000 of the burnished coins. The W-minute proofs, after the first day of issue, we sold non-first day of issue. And now we're waiting for the coin, okay? Now we're waiting for the coin, and this is the coin, okay? This is the San Francisco minted proof coin. So that's the key. So you have proof. Traditionally, the United States government has made the proof Silver Eagle at the West Point Mint for a quarter of a century. Okay, for almost the entirety of the American Silver Eagle program, the proof coin has been made at the West Point Mint. That's just it, period, end of story.
So now we're counting backwards.
They have occasionally released a very few coins. Usually if they do an S-minute coin, it's a special edition coin like they did for the 2013 S-minute coin. I think they did 100,000 of those coins. That coin sells for like $400. Okay, $400, $500. This coin's going to be every bit as rare as that coin. It's just not in a special set. Okay, it's just not in a special set. So because of that, we didn't have to price it at $400 or $500 or $600. We've got it at $219.95. I told you at the beginning of this presentation that this would be a one and done. As a matter of fact, I told everybody at 1 a.m. this would be a one and done.
Right, right.
Look at what's left. So there's 600, and I'm going to extrapolate a little bit, 600 coins left out of 1,421. That means 821 coins have already been sold. Okay, 821 coins have already been sold. That means that when you're looking at this, we are well over half. As we said, we've crossed the Rubicon here, if you will. And so what happens is once our first day of issue sells out, once the first day of issue sells out, you have to understand, I can never do it again. So once again, we have eagerly anticipated in this year of the American Silver Eagle, in this year where everybody wants the 2020 American Silver Eagle, where everybody is eagerly anticipating the design for next year, but knowing you have to have the final year in your collection as well. And we've waited for this very last release of the year, the San Francisco Mint. Usually it comes out in July, maybe August. Never in October.
That's right.
Never in October, when they're already getting ready to start making, okay, next year's coins.
And Mike,
we've never, yes.
I would imagine that in a year like this, it's like you said, it's a wild west out there. I'm sure there's a lot of counterfeits. I'm sure there's a lot of, because everybody is scrambling to do the business, right? And to get the coins, to get the money, and people are anxious. Supply and demand is there, and we want to get this very important coin this very important year. So I would imagine you absolutely, especially with this coin, want to shop with us here at HSN. We've been doing it longer than most. We are a trusted, reputable source. Everything is checked. Everything is fact-checked. And at the end of the day, you have FlexPay and a return policy that just allows us to shop in confidence, especially if you're new like me.
Yeah, and that's clearly what it is. And then you add in the fact that we have first day of issue, okay, which is, the Annex first day of issue has been our bell cow, if you will, for nearly 2 decades. You can only get it here at HSN. So it's the guaranteed lowest price. So for Annex first day of issue, the absolute positive lowest price, period, in the marketplace is $219.95, period. Everybody's going to pay that. We're going to sell it out right here, right now. We're going to sell it out today in one single solitary day. All 1,421 coins are going to be sold right here. And then they will never be sold again. And remember, one of the great things about the Annex first day of issue is every coin is individually numbered. As opposed to, look, I sell PCGS and NGC. We love PCGS. We love NGC. They're fantastic. But they don't individually number their coins, whether it be first day of issue or early release or any of their designation. They'll put one of or whatever, only Annex. individual, so your coin's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Every coin will have its own specific number
That's cool.
that is going to show its place in the limited edition. That is of crucial importance to you. Now, I'm doing this, and I'm kind of trying to follow in my head here. I'm assuming that we have over 1,000 coins sold at this point, that we have got over 1,000 coins. Oh, we're not quite there. Just as, so we have basically...
That's pretty good math. You're there. You're almost there.
500 coins remaining.
Yeah.
We have 500 coins remaining in the entire edition. Let me kind of revamp exactly what this is and why it's so important, if I may. So here's what we have. We've got the United States government announcing or releasing the information in 2019, okay? In 2019, that they're changing the design of the American Silver Eagle, creating a collecting frenzy, these manic panic buying of American 2020 Silver Eagles, because you have to put it in your collection since it's the last year, the last full year of the heraldic design that you see right here that has graced the American Silver Eagle since 1986. Unfortunately, increases in the price of silver and with the current conditions of the COVID pandemic, the United States Mint has been operating on significantly reduced staffs. So because of that, we have demand that has never been higher because this is a transition coin, a legacy coin. It's the king of the American collectible coins. And like I said, with the change of the design, it's, you know, the king is dead. 2021, long live the king, as they come into the new design. And then because of everything involved with current events, they can't make enough coins. The W-minted West Point proof Silver Eagle sold out. The mint state coins, first day of issue, sold out. The United States government, the authorized purchasers don't even have any American Silver Eagles. They're woefully behind. The burnished coin, basically gone now as well. So now as we come to the end of the year, we have the last issue of the year. Once again, eagerly anticipated, and it doesn't happen that often, but obviously it would in 2020, where they're going to make a special American Silver Eagle. They always make them at West Point. Every now and then, in special years for special occasions, they make a proof American Silver Eagle with an S or San Francisco mint on it. This is that coin. I debuted it today. Over 1,000 coins sold now, I'm sure, or right on the ragged edge. We've got 400 coins now remaining, and we're sold over 1,000 at this point. So that means at the end of the day, 420 coins is all that remain in the entire edition for you to be able to commemorate 2020 with the rarest proof Silver Eagle of the entire year, and perhaps the rarest proof Silver Eagle in the entire series as well.
And Mike, I gotta say, a lot of people start coin collecting with a specific year. So maybe if you know anybody that's having a baby this year, 2020, if you know anybody where this year was a really big deal for them, gosh, and that's like everybody, our lives have been, you know, turned topsy-turvy. This is such a great place to start. If you're a beginner, this is like, you know, we checked every box with this one. I mean, what a great coin to start with. This is history right here in the making. If you're a seasoned pro like Mike, then you know this is what we look for. This is why we shop. This is why we're always on the hunt, and this is where you buy it today. We are very limited. We're coming down to the wire. If you want this one, 738-665 is your item number. $73.32 is all you have to pay on your first credit card to get it home. And there you go. Mike, we are counting backwards. That's it. Final 400 and change left. 415
Yeah,
now.
that's all that there's going to be. So I suspect if we have, you know, there we go, 423 left, about another 3 or 4 or 5 minutes here, I suspect we'll sell out the entire edition in one single solitary day. Look at this. We're about to go under 400 remaining now. Well over 1,000 sold is what we're looking at. So understand what you're doing if you're looking for that collectible. And look, I understand, you know, if you're doing a review of 2020 as a whole, I mean, it's like, you know, 1 star, do not recommend. But from a coin standpoint, okay, from a numismatic standpoint, this is an historic year. with the change of the American Silver Eagle. Literally a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Because when they change it in 2021, by law, they cannot change it again for another 25 years. They can't change it again for another 25 years. Now, of all the coins they've done, this is the one we've been waiting for. This will be the rarest of the proof coins, and it's that special issue proof coin. They don't do that. In 1986, or 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, you have all of those coins. Those are, the San Francisco Mint. They did them at one mint and one mint only. This is a secondary or supplemental minted proof coin from this year. Normally that's done in a very special limited edition set that comes at a tremendous increase or premium in price. Fortunately, we do not have to do that with this coin because it's in essence, now the United States Mint did raise the price 25% from last year, okay? So, that's part and parcel of it. My price didn't go up 25%, I promise you that, but their price went up 25% to reflect in essence the price of silver, the increased price of silver. Silver's almost doubled during the course of this year is what's happened. And then now, so you've got this tremendous demand for 2020 Silver Eagles. The regular mint state coin, 40 million coins. This coin is going to be probably 400 times rarer. 400 times rarer than the regular mint state Silver Eagle. It's going to be twice as rare, maybe even 3 times as rare as the West Point minted proof Silver Eagle from 2020. When you look at this, so the average mintage of proof American Silver Eagles, annual issue proof Silver Eagles, is about 800,000 coins, 750,000 coins. I suspect this coin's going to be about 100,000, 125,000 is all it's going to be for this coin. This puts it on terms of rarity of some of the rarest special issue American Silver Eagles that the United States Mint has ever done. I mean, in 2006, reverse proof American Silver, they made 250,000. This coin will absolutely be rarer than that. And the 2006 reverse proof in this condition is, I don't know, an $800 coin. This coin's going to be rarer than that, probably twice as rare as that. And at my original issue price of $219.95. Like I said, a one and done. It will never see. This will be the only primetime presentation this coin ever has or ever will have. And it's likely the very first and last presentation that we will ever do to sell this coin out in literally less than 24 hours.
We have 2 minutes left on the clock, less than that now. I want you to go to hsn.com, place your order there. That is absolutely the fastest guarantee that you're going to skip the line and get this. You've heard, Mike, we've been talking about this coin for like 20 minutes now. It is that valuable. We never stay on anything for 20 minutes unless it is worthy of the story. And Mike, it's every box checked here. I love that we can bring it down on monthly payments. I only have to pay the first $73.32, and that's any debit or credit card. If you're brand new to HSN, come on in. Everybody can use FlexPay here. This is 738665. It is the 2020 Proof 70 Annex rated first day of issue limited edition San Francisco Silver Eagle. Its final year in this design, so absolutely exciting. Place your order as quickly as you can. Give us a call. Remember too, if you want to save a little bit more money today, we've got a great deal going on for you HSN charge card holders, where if you buy or spend $75 or more, we're going to give you $15 back. So, use that code on the screen, and you can use it on as many purchases as you'd like. So over and over, but that is just today only. If you're trying to, make sense of it all and you're saying, I got to get this coin, but I wasn't expecting to spend that price today, this is so absolutely valuable right now. Go ahead and place your order, 738665. And Mike, honest to goodness, it's so exciting. I've never been happier to be on my auto ship program because I'm on a Silver Eagle auto ship program. You remember
Right.
I told you I've been looking for the years my boys were born, and so that's what got me started on the most beloved silver coin, you know, in the world. This is it, you guys. What an exciting year! It's everything we look for. Final quantities right now. In fact, we are planning to sell it out right here, right now, this hour. So I'm going to keep you updated on that. Stay in the ordering process. That's 738-665 on your item number. So we'll come on over, and do remember you get the peekaboo window presentation box, which is gorgeous. Those are normally customer picks on their own as well, so we don't have to do anything, but that's a nice little detail. Not only do you get the coin encapsulated and rated for you in perfect condition, but you get that great little display box as well. So we are moving on here, and Mike, Rocky, correct me if I'm wrong, I think I only have about 160 of these. Yeah, I am correct. This is the 1989 NGC rated Mint State 69 Star Silver Eagle. What does that mean, Mike, Star?
Well, the star is a very interesting designation, rarely if ever used on a coin. The only way you get this is if the coin is special.
Okay.
So in other words, this coin isn't quite, it's not like what we call a PQ, which is just short of the next grade. What it traditionally means is the coin is exceptional for its grade. Wow. In terms of like this particular batch of coins. When you look at the coins, they look almost proof-like. So it basically, we're pretty sure this was the first box that was made of the 1989 Silver Eagles. So what happens is, I mean, people are going, what? Mint State 69 Star at $599. Let me put this into perspective. And so for my regular collectors, my hardcore collectors, the people that really know what they're doing, you understand when I talk about pop reports. In other words, how many coins were done, okay? How many coins were certified? 1989 is a relatively popular year, the last of the 80s, the fourth year of issue. NGC is graded about 150,000 1989 Silver Eagles in various grades, okay? In various grades, about 150,000. Out of those 150,000, there are 247 coins with a star designation, with that special premium designation. 247 coins, 247 coins out of 5 million coins made by the United States government, and well over 100,000 graded by NGC. There are 240 of them with that specialized star designation, which is like going to be almost proof-like or proof-like only on one side. It looks like the obverse of this. For it to be true proof-like, it would have to be front and back. I think what you have here, one of the designations of the star is that it's mirror-like or proof-like on only one side. That's what gets it the star designation. So when you see these 150 coins, those are all the coins in essence in existence for Mint State 69. I got them all, is ultimately what it came down to. You can search this high or low. I can't give you a comparison price because I got them all. The comparison price is $5.99. If I sold them for $9.99, it would be $9.99. If I sold them for $2,000, it would be $2,000. Right. You know, there's people that put, you know, special little things here or there, but for this star designation, that coin looks like it's a proof coin. On the obverse of this, clearly. So what you had is probably the first coins off the first die, all right? And half the box looked like this. Okay, and so that's how I got. There's 500 coins in a box. Only 247 of them were stars. So what happened, and those are the only ones in existence, not just from that box, in existence. In the history of NGC, in 1989, there are 247 star-designated coins in all grades. In all grades, there's 247 star-designated American Silver Eagles, and you can see that. The 1989s just don't look very good. This one is spectacular. This one is spectacular. It is rarer than a Mint State 70 1989 Silver Eagle, the 69 star, because, like I said, the proof-like, what I would consider to be proof-like fields, in essence, on the obverse only of the coin. It makes it, look how well it is struck. Beautiful. It gives you a unique opportunity on the American Silver Eagle, and something that I've only ever offered a star NGC one other time. I think it was a 90 or a 91, and we had about the same number of coins. We obviously found the first box that was made. And so when we do that, it becomes, everybody wants to buy it. Everybody wants to own it because it is almost, it's kind of like a unicorn, if you will, in numismatics. The NGC star designation has been around for 20 years. It's almost never used. It's the rarest designation that NGC uses basically on any coin that they do is the star designation is what it does. And I've got this, and once we sell these out, understand, it's absolutely positively impossible for me to get another coin. This is every coin, in essence, in existence, is what you have here and what you have available. So like I said, the price comparison, $599, unless we charged $1,000, then it would be $1,000, or we charged $2,000 or $5,000. At the end of the day, we could have charged whatever we wanted.
Right.
Because they're the only coins in existence. But that's not what we do here.
That's right.
We give you the best possible coins at the best possible price. When you take an American Silver Eagle like this with a population of under 20 dozen, in essence, or right at 20 dozen, I mean, this is a coin, like I said, we could have put whatever number we wanted on it. $599.95 is, I think, exceptionally reasonable for a population rarity, almost like unlike anything I have ever been able to offer, that I've ever been able to offer with this special designation of 150,000 coins, not just that were graded, that were put into holders by NGC in 1989. 247 have a star designation, and you have the opportunity to own one of them right here, right now.
Fantastic. And by the way, we've got 12 months of VIP financing on this one. So if you have an HSN charge card, or maybe you don't have one yet, you can certainly get one tonight. 12 months means you're only paying $49.99 a month, interest-free for the next 12 months, and you own this coin, but you've got to move so quickly on this one, Mike. It is the year of the Silver Eagle, and then to get the star. She's a straight A student. So with less than a minute left in this presentation, 738-635 is your item number. We are very limited, and I am going to keep you updated on when these sell out. But if you want it, we're giving you every convenience, and you have that return policy as well. So if this is a coin that you're like, oh, I have to have this coin, it means so much to me. Maybe the year is specifically important to you, that 1989 designation. Please remember, this is the year of the Silver Eagle. If you want this one in that beautiful condition, that limited edition, please place your order now. You've got to be ordering. 738-655 is your item number on that. And Mike, I had no idea what the star was about, but holy cow, that just makes it even more exciting.
Yeah, very, very exciting. Almost never seen. Not just for 1989.
I've never seen it.
This is never seen in numismatics.
That's right. So please place your order brand new, and it's going to say hello and goodbye rather quickly. 655, excuse me, is your item number on that. I want to give you a quick little look, because if you want that 2020 Proof 70, we're going to tell you about it on the other side. It is virtually gone. Place your order now. Go to hsn.com and shop there. See you on the other side of this bump.
Love reading reviews from fellow HSN shoppers? Reviews help everyone shop smarter, so share the love. Find the perfect legging? One-of-a-kind necklace? Go ahead, dish. Search Write a Review on hsn.com to learn how to leave a review from your HSN account. We may even use it on air. All of our reviews are from real HSN customers and verified purchases. We want to hear from you. Search Write a Review on hsn.com now.
Welcome into HSN this evening. We are very, very busy. If you are shopping coins with us, no better place to shop than right here with us. You want to shop from a reputable and trusted source. We give you conveniences that you just don't get out there in the collecting world. So come on in, sit back, relax. This is a little page in history. We've been focusing on that most popular, beloved Silver Eagle tonight. And we do have a quick little update for you. So last call, Mike, you were right. Next time you see this, it's going to be stamped sold out. We launched this in the middle of the night last night. We've got the final 5 dozen. It's your 2020 Proof 70 first day of issue limited edition San Francisco Silver Eagle. 32 cents is your first credit card payment. We ship this out to you. If you want it, you've got to be ordering. It's gone. It's like gone. But next moment you see it, it'll be the big red stamp of sold out. So 738-665 is your item number. I'm going to keep you updated on that. But holy cow, I've never even seen anything like what I've got for you next. Take a look at what we have for you. 2020 specimen 70, first day of issue, limited edition, 26 of these, 26 limited edition, burnished palladium eagle. It's a $25 coin. It is absolutely breathtaking. Mike, tell me more about this one. I've never even seen this thing in person, live in the studio.
Well, first of all, we activated this today. We're already down to 26 already sold.
Oh my gosh.
With this. The United States government has been making, of course, silver coins and gold coins for hundreds of years.
Right.
Relatively recently, they decided in 1997, they started making platinum coins, okay? But a couple years ago, 3 years ago, they decided they were going to make coins not out of gold, not out of silver, not out of platinum, but out of palladium. Palladium is basically the rarest of the intrinsic metals, of the precious metals. Palladium, I mean, these coins, the coins that the government made this year, I think represent probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 20% of all the palladium mined on Earth this year. I think there's only 2 big working palladium mines in the world, is ultimately what it comes. It is the rarest of the rare. So if you have platinum is, I think, 100 times rarer than gold, and palladium is like somewhere around 100 times rarer than platinum. So that means palladium's 10,000 times rarer than gold, or certainly 5,000 times rarer than gold. It is just extraordinarily rare. So the United States government makes coins out of them. This is an ounce. Wow. This is an ounce of pure palladium. I'm used to saying platinum. It's an ounce of pure palladium, okay? So you have to understand, palladium, just by nature, the melt value of palladium is way over the price of gold. Way over the price of gold. Not quite double, but it's headed there. Like palladium today, I think, was up $60 an ounce today. So we've got that. So you've got the intrinsic part of that, the palladium thing. There's only 3 palladium eagles ever made by the U.S. government. Wow. And of those 3, this is the last in the series, according to the government, and the rarest. The United States government only made 10,000 of these palladium eagles. They sold out instantly from the United States Mint. They sold out instantly from the United States Mint. I have got 26 and 26 only, and now 20 and 20 only, of the special first day of issue, exclusive to HSN, perfect burnished palladium high relief eagle. If you kind of turn that to its side, you can see, and if you may recognize that design, that is Lady Liberty in a Phrygian cap, also known as the Mercury dime, often mistaken for the god, Roman god Mercury. It's actually, like I said, what they call a Phrygian cap, and that's Lady Liberty in that. But you can see how high the design relief is on that. Is spectacular. The other thing is, you can flip that coin over. The reverse of the coin is absolutely spectacular. Adolph A. Wyman designed the Walking Liberty $half dollar, one of the most iconic designs ever made by the United States Mint, with this eagle at rest that was spectacular. Well, he did multiple designs, and this is the other design that he did that wasn't used. This is an eagle that is doing that is a little bit more in action, a little bit more aggressive, if you will. And so we've got this. So that design is well over 100 years old, and they reprised that design. And in high relief, that design looks tremendously spectacular. We're already down to 19, perhaps even 18 of these. I understand, look, it's $69.99, $95, not for everybody. Okay, I get that. But there's only 26 Annex first day of issues in the entire world. There's only 26. We have them all. These are the coins. This is your opportunity right here, right now to get them. We've already sold 7 of the 26 coins. We've already sold 7 of the 26 coins. I suspect that this will be the only primetime presentation I have got of this coin, because like I said, these are going to, as people realize, and like I said, it's $7,000. It's not for everybody. But if you're a serious collector, this is a serious coin. It's a rare coin. It's the rarest palladium coin done by the United States Mint. I think it's an exceptional opportunity for you.
By the way, we do have the 12 months of VIP financing. So yes, Mike said it. It's not a coin for everybody, but if you are that serious collector, we're going to even make it easier for you to get it home. 12 months at $583.32 to go ahead and get it home. Interest free as long as it's paid off at this time next year. It's just an easier way to get these really valuable coins home. So 738-666 is your item number on that. Last of the quantities, that's it. Quick little update there. We told you next time you saw it, it would be sold out. So thank you for your purchases, all I think 1,000 and change of you. But we are moving on to our next item here. And take a look at what we have for you here, because these are, gosh, already I think I have 120 sets. Is that correct, producer Rocky? Yeah, 120. This is your 2001 through 2007 perfect condition, Mint State 70, struck previous year set of 7 silver eagles. So Mike, you're gonna have to explain to me what that means, struck the previous year, but a whole collection here of 7 coins. It's item number 738-668. How important is this? And I know that every time there's a little discrepancy, anytime there's, you know, a little catch like the star or like, you know, the wrong mint, I know that makes it even more valuable. So tell me about this.
Well, what this comes down to is just the rarity of the coin. So as I just discussed, beginning in about probably the 1st of November or so, they'll start making 2021 American Silver Eagles, okay? They always do that. They have to get ready. They want to release them January the 1st. So a small percentage of American Silver Eagles are minted the year before they're released. So you see a year on them, 2007, but they're struck in 2006. And people always ask me, how can you possibly know that? If you reach around behind the set there, Leslie, and there's a big blow up of what looks like a receipt tape. What the United States government did for many, many, many years, particularly these older coins like this, is they come in boxes of 500 that are sealed. But they did an accounting method on these. So what they did is they added up the coins, as you can see by hand, literally on one of those old tiny adding machines. They labeled the box. So this one happened to be box number 17. This happened to be box number 17. And the date on that, you can see, is 10/4/2000. But those were 2001 Silver Eagles. So we know these coins were made in 2000, even though they have a date of 2001. It's an incredible designation of rarity for coins that were struck the year before they were released. The only way we were able to, and I only have a tiny, that's all the coins. There's like 10 dozen sets. Because what we did is we bought about $5 million worth of American Silver Eagles back dates. Boxes and boxes, pallets of boxes, okay? $5 million worth of Silver Eagles, because we always, Silver Eagles is our bestseller, because it's the most popularly collected silver coin in the world. And as it's at the grading company, and this can only happen at the grading company, when they opened up the box, they saw that some of these coins were prior year coins. They were prior year, struck the year before. So out of all of these coins, quite literally, out of all of these coins, I have got 10 dozen sets out of 5 million eagles that were 2001 struck in 2000, 2002 struck in 2001. Because you have to meet a very stringent, an extraordinarily stringent set of rules to be able to put that on the coin. So in other words, the box has to be sealed. If the box isn't an original sealed box, you're buying a box of Silver Eagles that has been sealed for 20 years. So it has to be an original sealed box. There's not many of those left. And then once you open up that box, it has to be one of those coins that was struck in the prior year, one of the first 50 or 100 boxes of American Silver Eagles that were made. And so, you have to, this bar is so incredibly high. So the population of these coins, how many of these coins exist, is just, it's minuscule. We're looking at populations in these sets, 2007 struck in 2006. That population, there's probably 1,000 coins total, out of literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of coins that have been struck. Now, on top of that, not only is it struck the year before, but they're absolutely perfect Mint State 70 coins.
Yes.
Understand, anything pre-2008 in Mint State 70 is extraordinarily difficult to get. We're under $300 a coin, which is not an unreasonable number just for Mint State 70 coins. Because these prior early year coins, very difficult to get in Mint State 70. Like I said, it wasn't until 2008 that the government really started spending time trying to make sure that they, maintained the condition of these coins. So not only do we have coins that by virtue of their age are very rare in perfect condition, but then we have them very rare in perfect condition struck in the prior year. We have now got a subset of collectible coins, and you can only get, I'm the only one that even has these available.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And by the way,
we had to buy literally $5 million worth of coins to get what amounts to a handful of these sets, basically 10 dozen of these sets that were struck in the previous year. This is a fabulous little 7-year run of these coins right here. I mean, like I said, just without that designation, just having these coins in Mint State 70 by themselves is a very desirable set of coins, but then struck in the prior year. And understand, any coin that's certified today, you can't say struck in the prior year. It has to come out of an original sealed 500 coin mint box. It comes in this beautiful red oak presentation box as well. It is a unique opportunity. I've never been able to do these before. It was only because of this massive hoard of vintage American Silver Eagles that we were able to find.
By the way, once again, we do have this on 12 months of VIP financing. So if you choose to do so, you can break this down into 12 monthly payments of $166.66. Yes, you can still sign up for that card. It's a no annual fee card. And tonight we've got one day only a VIP event where for every $75 or more you spend, we give you $15 back. So many reasons, particularly today in our VIP savings event, to ask about that credit card. This is item number 738668. It is a complete set, but what a fascinating story, Mike, because it is a little subset. So already that coin is collectible. Already this is the year of the Silver Eagle, but then just a little twist, right? Makes it even more interesting.
Yeah, and even more than interesting, it makes it so significantly rare. So you have to understand, we have these things where we have these designations of coins that add rarity, which adds collectability. And when you add collectability, you add value. And so that's what you get. So you get these coins that are collectible in and of themselves, but then you've got this amazing, look into the mint history that makes them even more collectible, even more desirable. And when you have populations where there's only, a couple of hundred of these coins, 300 of those coins, 500 of those coins, you just saw the NGC star. And there's 250 of those coins. They're $600 a piece. I think we just came pretty close to selling out all the ones in existence. These are the only coins of this in existence. Not like you can go out there and find, big chunks of these coins out there, because they simply don't exist. Because you have to understand, all the 2007, 2006, 2001 coins, those boxes have already been opened. And unless those boxes are sealed, and are those very first 5% of the boxes, and so what happens is once those boxes were open, which is almost every box in existence from this, from these prior years, once those are open, then there's no more of these coins that can ever exist. So the rarity is virtually guaranteed going forward on these. That's the thing I like, the fact that we get 7 coins right here, 7 coins of these all struck in the prior year, less than $300 a coin.
And by the way, you do get that certificate of authenticity. You're going to get the red oak presentation box. And by the way, that is a 10 slab box. So you should turn it around to open that. It is a 10 slab box. So you will put all 7 of your coins here. You're set. And then you do have a little bit of space if you've purchased any of our Silver Eagles tonight. It is the most important year of this coin. Everybody is chomping at the bit to get their hands on these. And when you get them in perfect condition and you get that anomaly of the struck the year before, it just makes them more desirable, more collectible. So fascinating to be able to tell this story. If you want these, 738-668 is your item number. Remember, we only started with 125 sets. That's all we have. Now we're getting very, very limited. Thank you for shopping with us tonight. 738-668 is your item number. So let's move on. And by the way, I'm sorry to put the pressure on, but of this next one, Mike, I have 60. I have the final 60 remaining. This is your 1998 perfect condition annex rated, struck in 1997, so the year before as well, Silver Eagle dollar. This is brand new as well. It does come with that red oak presentation box and your certificate of authenticity. 738-669 is your item number. Perfect condition. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. Rated, encapsulated for you, and how cool is that? Struck the year before.
Well, this goes back to that whole struck in the prior year. So of these, like I said, there's millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of coins that we bought. There was one box of the 1998s that were struck in 97, one single box. Okay, of that one box that you see, in essence, 60 of those coins that I have were mint state 70. So that's, in essence, the population of this coin in mint state 70. Look, 1998 is a difficult year to get in mint state 70 anyway. But this is one of those very first initial production boxes, whatever you want to call it. You know, if you look at this, a similar designation, but actually rarer would be PCGS First Strike from 1998. There's a few of those coins around. They can sell for thousands. This was out of all of those boxes, we had one 1998 box and one 1998 box that was struck in 97. We had several 98 boxes, but all the rest of them were struck in 98. And that, like I said, the little ticker tape in there back in the day had the date on them. Had the date on. Now the date's on the outside of the box. It's a lot easier to see, at least for the San Francisco supplemental mints they were. And so this is, of all of these struck in the prior year coins that we have, this is the rarest of the bunch, and why we kind of pulled it out and offered it individually.
$769.95 is our price tonight. Also available on that VIP financing, so definitely a good moment to open up that HSN charge card. This is perfect condition. This is that perfect little subset, just different rare bookend coins. I mean, this is the last year of this beautiful design, and if you want it, you could break this down into those 12 months of VIP financing, so you'd only pay $64.16 tonight to get this home. This is item number 738-669. There's your information, by the way, if you want to open up an HSN charge card. And it certainly comes into play and is very valuable when you're buying the bigger ticket items, the items that you really want now, that you're really interested in having and owning now. But like everybody, you're on a budget and you want to break it down. What a great opportunity. And Mike, even that is unheard of in the coin collecting world, right? In the numismatic world, because at the end of the day, you don't get flex pay. You don't get a return policy. A lot of times it's, you know, buy as is and all sales final.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I mean, you know, so that's the crazy part about this. And then with the extended returns, we haven't even talked about that over the 2 hours. I mean, that is That is so unheard of in the coin industry with the HSN extended holiday return. When you return any of these coins until January of 2021, the end of January 2021, that is, like I said, that is completely and totally unheard of. Nobody does that in the coin industry, and that's why we've been here for over a quarter century, because quality coins, quality prices with absolutely easiest and best way to buy it and build your collection.
Without a doubt. 738669 is your item number. And we are moving into the final coin of our show. So this is your 2021 Mint State 70, first day of issue. We're going to take a trip to Australia now. From the Perth Mint, we've got the lunar silver coin, Year of the Ox. If any of you are, you know, the Ox, Year of the Ox, you are in the ordering process now. I only have 260 of these, and boy, she is a beauty, Mike. Brand new today.
Well, if you look at this, this is the unique distinction, the absolutely complete and a unique distinction of being the very first actual 2021 coin that we're going to sell. If you notice, it is already dated 2021. The lunar coins from the Perth Mint in Australia, okay, the Perth Mint in Australia that you see there, they do absolutely beautiful work there.
Gorgeous.
They traditionally work on the different new year that you have there. And so this is the very first, this is the lunar coin with the lunar calendar of 2021. So this is the first official 2021 silver coin that I have available for this year. 2021 is going to be an absolutely positively historic year. Absolutely historic year. And I was able to get a very few of these. Now the Perth Mint makes this is like one of their regular coins, but they only make 300,000, I believe, already sold out because it is the first 2021 coins. They are heavily, heavily circulated, obviously, in the eastern part of the world as the Year of the Ox becomes so critically important over there. I was able to get a very, very small allocation where I only have 253 coins, first day of issue, certified absolutely perfect, all with the red oak presentation box. Like I said, our very first opportunity to get out of 2020, you know, and turn the page just a little bit to 2021, our very first 2021 coin.
Oh, and Mike, she's beautiful. So is this what's called reverse cam, right? Because it's got the fall.
Well, yeah, it's technically, the way they do it, they call it a Mint State coin.
Okay.
Okay, it's a regular Mint State coin, but the Perth Mint does such incredible work that it looks like a reverse proof. But they polish the dies of the ox that you see right there, that's so incredibly important for you to see. So while it's technically a Mint State coin, you know, in United States Mint parlance, that would be a reverse proof coin. I would say. For the Australian Mint, that's just kind of normal course of action Mint State. But because of the high polish on the ox that you see right there, very difficult to get in Mint State 70. That's why I only have 253. I had 500 coins and only 253 graded 70, even they were brand new, mint sealed, absolutely positively. Every one of them should have been perfect. It was 253 out of 500.
What a beautiful gift this would make too. Anyway, for anybody, you know, that has their heart near, you know, Australia's near and dear to their heart, the year 2021, maybe expectant moms. But the Year of the Ox, you know, people born under the Year of the Ox are said to be kind, intelligent, they have an incredible work ethic, they are honest, they are reliable, a logical mindset. I mean, it's just so many stories that we can tell with this really cool coin. And if you know anybody that loves collecting coins, and not just American coins, but coins from around the world, I told you, we do have such a wonderful and robust and varied collection here at HSN. Please place your order. It's item number 737035. Remember, $43.32 is your first credit card payment to go ahead and get this home. Beautiful. What a gorgeous coin.
Yeah, and like I said, our very first look, thank goodness, at 2021. For everybody looking to turn the page, this is the coin for you. This is the coin for you right here.
Agreed. So you've got the ox, and I suppose her baby ox. And then, of course, you've got the good queen on the reverse, or is it the obverse? What is it, Mike? How is it again?
That would be the reverse of the coin, would have the queen on, yeah.
There you go. So 737035 is your item number, and we are pretty much out of time. Remember, you can find our entire assortment on hsn.com. All you got to do is type coins, and you'll see. And remember to take advantage of those conveniences. FlexPay, the extended return. Mike, it's always so wonderful to learn from you, to get a little bit of that perspective in American history. You be safe, okay? Take care.
I will. You do as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. And here's Adam with Open House next. Adios, everybody. Thank you for shopping with me tonight. I really appreciate it.
What really separates a house from a home? A home should provide comfort, coziness, and convenience. Join me on Monday nights where I'll be giving you great ideas for your home, your kitchen, and your life.
It's our big deals weekend, all weekend long. Holiday deals you can't miss. Shop early and get gifting done. Starts Friday at midnight. Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
Happy Monday, everybody. Come on in. Welcome. Another week. Can you believe it? I mean, seriously, I don't know where the time goes, but I'm excited to share another 3 hours with you. Have you heard the big news? If you use your HSN credit card today, $75 or more, you get $15 back. We're going to have some fun, and it all starts right here, right now.